Hey there, happy Thursday. Thanks for joining me tonight. Tonight we are continuing on the Aurifil block of the month for March. We're doing it a little late, but we're doing the Aurifil block for March. It looks a little crazy here, but it is showing what my fabrics look like here. So thank you guys for joining me. My name is Alyssa Thomas from Penguin and Fish, where we make cute embroidery kits for the beginning crafter. And I am here every weeknight at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. And it's a time that we can relax and craft together. I'm here for about an hour, and I typically work on projects from beginning to end so you can see the whole process along the way and work on it with me, or just come and chit chat. That is wonderful as well. This is my favorite part of the day. I just get to chill and hang out with you guys. Again, we are working on the Dolomites block. This is the March block for the Aurifil, which is the thread company. The Aurifil block of the month. It has a different designer every single month. I get to design July's block, so I'll be working on that soon. I have it designed, I just have to sew it up. I'm pretty excited about it, but we are working on this block tonight. It's the Dolomites block by Carol Lillis Shaw, and we're pretty far. We're working on getting our fusible pieces down. I would lift up the whole thing, but I'm afraid it'll all fall apart. So we will keep working on fusing the pieces tonight, and I think that's probably what we'll get to. We will fuse everything down and maybe add a little bit more fusible in spots that we think might lift up. And then tomorrow we'll start sewing. I'm not gonna sew tonight just because it's gonna take a while to clean up my area and get the sewing machine back in place and everything. So if it's a little short, that's okay. Tomorrow we will finish the whole thing. I think we can do it. It's gonna be cake after tonight, I think. So awesome. I'm going to flip you guys around. Thank you again for joining me here. All right, first of all, again, here is the block. I know my sketch doesn't look quite like it, does it? But all of those different colors represent a fabric of mine for this block. So here we are. This is where I'm at with the block. Let's get situated here. Okay, so this is where we left off last night. Oh, my mom just popped in and she just texted her block. It looks amazing. And she's like, I'm not sure if I'm gonna work on this project or whatever. And then all of a sudden she has this block done too. It looks awesome. All right, you guys, where we left off, there, see now these make sense, right? We have the big flowers down here. We got my little colorful dots, that's this, some green, the green with some circles in there. It looks exactly like this, right? There we go. There, we can just do a quick, perfect. Looks exactly the same. Okay, you guys, so I am on the J, Q, and S area right here. So what I've been doing, remember, I have very, very limited pieces of my fusible web left. So I have only been using tiny, tiny strips right along certain edges. And that is the only place I've been using it. Usually I would put it across the entire shape, the entire piece, but I am just out and I haven't ordered any more. So we're making do with what I have at home, really. So what I've been doing is the edge that's exposed. So this is actually like this brown piece, for example, or this gray piece. It's actually tucked underneath the brown piece. So this edge doesn't need to be perfect because this edge is going on top of it. However, this edge needs to be nice, crisp, and clean. And those are the edges that are going to be on the outer edge, the outermost part. Those are the edges that I am putting the Steam-A-Seam to. That's my fusible web that I'm using because it'll make that edge just nice and clean because it'll make all the little fibers stick together on the edge. So that's really the only place I've been using it. So as we go, I've been kind of having to determine where that is. So let's go JQS. So we'll start over there. I'm going to just trim this out first. Let's just trim them all, separate them all now. I've waited to cut the pieces apart just because I don't want random pieces everywhere. Okay, so this looks like it is going down in this direction. So it's this piece and this piece that will be exposed, and then this edge will be tucked underneath. So I need a fusible there and there. And like I said, I am almost out of this, so let's just trim a few more strips out of here. I actually have a lot more left than I thought I was going to at the beginning of this. So we're preserving it pretty well, I think. All right, I'm going to take the one side off. It's definitely time to get new stuff of this anyway, though. I don't feel like it's sticking as much anymore. It's not fusing as well. It's time for a new batch. All right, I'm lining it up with that inside line here. There we go. I'll fuse this down. So the Steam-A-Seam 2, which is the stabilizer, or the fusible that I'm using, it's got a bonus aspect to it, and that is that it's sticky. So instead of having to fuse this down first, I can like maneuver it where I need to. There, let's go right there. And it sticks down, which is great. Oh, you guys, I feel like my heart is still beating. We braved the grocery store for the first time today. We weren't going to do that. So we ordered online yesterday, but food wasn't going to come till next week, Thursday. So we were going to just try and deal with it, but we made the decision to just try and go to the grocery store. It'll be like our last time at the grocery store. I think we'll just order it from now on for delivery or for pickup. But that was our first outing where we haven't been, where we've been around anybody. I mean, it's just been John and me at home, and then in our car to the warehouse, in our car and back. That is it. That is the only that has been it. And so to be in the grocery store with other people, God, and everyone just looked so on edge, and the poor workers there were just like these like high schoolers working there were on edge, and now they had like signage everywhere to stay away from people, and they had big like acrylic or glass panels in front of the checkout people. So, and after each person, they were spraying down the area and wiping it down. Oh, but these kids just looked like they had a long day, and everyone in there just, and then there was hardly anybody in there too. But man, then you get the person who's got the ice cream door open and has touched every single ice cream, is sitting there with the door open, making a decision for like 5 minutes while we're waiting there, because we got the garbage food this time, people. We got the stuff that we needed to last until till our order gets in, but we needed some splurge food. So we got some things that we haven't gotten in probably over a year, and we are going to eat them. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm still super stressed. We wore our masks, we wore gloves, and there were a few other people in there doing that, but not everyone for sure. We were like, we need to make masks for all those high schoolers that are doing the bagging and all that stuff still. So we might do that. We might make some more masks and give them to our grocery store staff. Oh, the splurge for food. That's all right. So, oh God, neither of us had these in ages and ages. So John got a giant, like, family-size bag of peanut M&Ms. And I got the Jellybird classic Brock's Jelly Bean. I got a couple bags of those. Oh my God, I haven't had those in so long, and I love it so much. And we got fried chicken and pizzas. And then we got what we really actually needed was a ton more salad stuff. So we have been completely out of our greens. And so we're like, oh, let's just order. And everything went great for ordering online. I'm super excited for our groceries to come. However, it was going to be till next week till we get them. And we didn't think we'd be able to deal with that. I'm going to trim this a little bit smaller. It seems a little bit big. I need to shave a hair off of it. There we go. So we got the naughty food, but we also did get our greens that we were really needing. It's been a lot of kind of rice dishes. Oh, I still need to trim just a hair. Oh, it is kind of, I'm going to trim quite a bit actually. I feel like I need like almost 1/8 of an inch off of there. There we go. What are you doing about raw veggies and fruits? So see, like, okay, so there's that, we're going by, I don't know, it has like a 20 million views on YouTube now, but there's that, I don't know, medical professional of some sort that showed how to have like a sterile area in your kitchen and like, you know, wiping it all down. So we brought it in and made some bleach water and we've wiped down everything. And the produce we put in soapy water and then washed it for like, you know, for the 20 seconds, like each piece of fruit. It actually took forever. I mean, we like went shopping forever ago and it wasn't until like 6:30 that we were actually done. Oh yeah, so we watched like our oranges and that sort of thing. We got in soapy water and then we just like washed each piece for a bit of time. And then some of it we are going to just let sit for the 3 days if we can. Oh man, but I feel like still super stressed out. So that is the last time we will be doing that. We are not going to be going to the grocery store anymore. That is it for us. We just didn't think we'd make it through. Well, we would have been fine, but we are getting a little sick of just the rice, I guess, basically. So, I think I can see through this fabric. Yeah, I can see that line. So I'm just going to go right like that. But yeah, I'm still like stressed out. Maybe it's just the end of a long day, but or it could be because I've been eating jelly beans for the past hour and I'm not used to that type of like sugar in my body anymore. So that could be the problem too, why I'm a little on edge. But man, I don't know. So from now on, we're doing the online ordering, which again is what we were doing, but it was going to be like a week and a couple days for us to get the food. And so, I mean, when we get our food in on Thursday, we're going to just order again right away because, you know, if it takes it's probably just going to get worse, right? So if it takes 2 weeks next time or something, you know, we want to be in the queue for that, you know? Oh, you blanch the vegetables. Oh, like broccoli, beans, and asparagus. Oh, that's cool. Oh, Gretchen, you say you never want to go again either. Yeah, I mean, why risk it? And there were only a couple people with masks. We were one of them. But that, I'm sure, will grow. Yeah, we did I mean, that's what we were trying to do, Robin. We did the online ordering, and we're in the queue for it. So we did do that. But yeah, it's just going to be a while. And I talked to some other people today, and it was going to be a week for all of them too in different states. So that's how it is now. But oh yeah, we haven't bought the like naughty junk food in ages. We have been so good at just eating what we have, and especially these past few weeks, we're like on a roll for like making really good healthy food, and you know, we're not eating out anymore, so like, you know, we haven't even done the takeout thing. So this was like a lot for us to go to the grocery store. You know, and then we washed down, we changed our clothes and all that. I mean, we're doing all of that stuff. Oh man, I'm just like stressed talking about it. But in theory, we survived. But yeah, we don't want to do that again. We've just been quarantining, just the two of us, and that's how it's going to be. Alrighty. Wore the face mask in public for the first time, though. That felt weird, but, you know, we figured, well, might as well get used to it. All right. This is that Q piece. Whew, thanks for letting me vent. I am like, it was stressful. And everyone there was just, you could just tell everyone was just on edge. And not like angry on edge, but just, you know, like hopped up a little bit. All right, I'm not quite sure how this one goes. I think probably like that. We're getting there. You can't hardly see these white caps here, the mountaintops, but, you know, now like they're going to have this purple black behind them. So see, then we'll be able to see them really, really well. They're going to pop. But right now they're kind of hidden. All right, where was this again? Okay, so this side and this side need the fusible. We're getting low. We'll have enough for another little project here. Didn't think that would happen. Oh, no takeout for you either. You're stressed and can't calm down. Yeah, I just, you know, I haven't had a lot of water today. I think I just need some water and not to eat 2 bags of jelly beans. That's probably a good idea. Oh, but those jelly beans, I have not had those in, oh God, probably over a year. And it's the Easter time version. Like they make those Brock's jelly beans, all like other times of the year, but they are not the same. They do not taste the same as when it is Easter and they have the Brock's jelly beans. Ugh. They taste fresher. They're just perfect. That is like, oh, I love them so much. And I never eat them anymore because it's just puts me over the top. But we splurged on all that stuff today. We're like, we are super stressed. We are at this grocery store. We're not coming back again. We're getting all the candy. Oh, you go crazy for the Starburst jelly beans? So Starburst, just the normal Starburst, are my brother's like favoriteest thing. I did get some Skittles too. I only got the Skittles because I didn't think they had the jelly beans. Because we went past an Easter area and they didn't have them there. But I found right when we checked out a whole nother Easter area and it was full of the classic jelly bird bean eggs or whatever they're called. Oh, I love them so much. All right. Oh, we're in Minnesota, so we do not have booze in our grocery stores, which is a bummer. But we did go to the liquor store next door where everyone was standing 6 feet apart on the outside. And luckily we got there like 5 minutes before they closed. So John ran in and there was no one there. So that was good. Oh yeah. So it looks like there's nothing there, but, once we get the black in here, then you'll be able to see these. You just can't see them very well right now on the white, but they're there, our little white snow-capped mountains here. I really should just drink some water. I don't know. All the routines are off, aren't they? All of the routines are just off. They are here too, Nora. Liquor stores are deemed essential in Minnesota. And John went in there and he said that guy seemed really on edge. And they had like glass plates hanging from the ceiling. So, you know, blocking blocking them from customers, and same with at the grocery store. They had installed these big glass plates with just a cutout where the credit card machine was, just a tiny cutout, and then the rest was just glass or acrylic or something, which is great. I mean, they're protecting the workers, but still, they didn't have masks on or anything. Yep, in Wisconsin, alcohol in the grocery. It's actually even better in California as far as that. There's, like in Wisconsin, I think the alcohol has to be in like a separate room that can be closed. But in California, it's just right up in the aisles on the shelves. Not here. We just got it legal, last year or something, that liquor stores could even be open on Sundays, if you can believe that. Ugh, crazy. Okay, here's my last little mountain here. Oh, are you saying that they should be on the top like this? Like the... Oh, yeah, we could do that. Let's do that. So I wasn't understanding what you meant by the snow cap should be on top. I like that. So instead of tucking it under, let's have the snow on top. Okay, yep, I like that. So let's pull these out. They're not permanently stuck yet. Oh, but you know what? Now I got to get that nice edge on, because I was thinking I was tucking those under. Oh, and I need the fusible then too. I'm a little too far for that. I guess we're just going to tuck them under. I think once we sew them, it's not going to make that much of a difference. That makes sense, though. I didn't think of that, though. I could have put the fusible on all the sides. Maybe I still will tuck it up on here. Let's see. I don't have to fuse down. Since I am using that Steam-A-Seam 2 and it has that sticker, I could just stick it on and fuse it after. Let's do that. So we do have that added benefit to this. So, all right, I'm going to just... There's only that small edge that isn't fused here. I do want this on the outside. I do like that. Well, I don't want to use glue stick because I actually want that really nice clean edge. So what I'm going to do is just, you can kind of see it's sticky here and here from the fusible. I'm just going to cover up that area that's right kind of in between. And I'm even going to pull this off right away. I think it'll stick. Yeah, so it's not fused. See, you can see it looks a little bit different. It's not fused down, but it does still stick because it is that fusible. And now I'm going to just cut across this and give it a nice straight cut. There we go. Because remember, I didn't cut that 1/4 inch off of the bottom here. So we do have a little bit of leeway. So now I'm going to put it on top. And then once I fuse it down for real, then all of that sticky stuff will be fused down. Okay, I do like that on the top like that. So let's do the same here. See, so I never cleaned up that raw edge because it was going to be tucked under. So let's I don't think I even went all the way to the edge. So this one I'm going to go, I have to take the one paper off. Paper's not even sticking on here anymore. There we go. All right, I'm going to go all the way across here, I think. Because I don't really have the... Well, yeah, I think I have the edge. I have the edge enough. All right. Oops, I don't think I got the fusible when I was trimming. Trying to be careful. This nice edge, but it's sticky. There we go. Little excess bit, we'll use that for the last piece. Okay, so now I'm just sticking it down like a sticker again. Pull that paper off. Oh, good. All right, there it comes. And now let's give it a nice straight edge again if we can. A nice clean edge, I should say. Come on. All right, I think that's okay. All right, in the design, this actually meets up at the point there, but I kind of like it going over the edge a little bit. See, it meets right at that point, but we're going to do it a little different just because it is over the edge. And it kind of puts this mountain a little bit in front, too, and I think that's okay. We're going to just do it that way. All right, and then this guy, let's get him in front, too. I think I can use a combo of some of these pieces I got left here. This should work. There we go. Well, now this stickiness of this steam-a-seam is coming in awfully handy. There we go. Now that looks nice on top there. Shoop! Like it. That's a slope right there. Okay. Whew. All right, got that done. So let's do these last little pieces here. The C is going to be the farthest in the back. I don't even have any fusible on that one. Maybe I should, though. I think maybe I'll put it on just this top area so it sticks to the fabric. I think in a lot of these places actually on the edge here, like here, I think I am going to have to tack down a couple little pieces here and there. So I'll do that. But first, let's get a piece up top here. We have it still. And actually, you know what? I'm going to just put a little piece on, a little piece to tack down the top. And I think that's what I'm going to do all the way around on some of these other pieces. Let's fuse that. This fabric is trickier than this. Ooh, did I fuse? Oh, good, I didn't. I couldn't see, these blend in so well to this white that I didn't, I thought I might have fused it just then, but I didn't. Okay, so now this one's kind of the furthest back. Oh, let's trim it a little bit. The other ones overlap it, so I'm not gonna do too much with this. Just gonna reduce the amount that's there. Okay, I think that's good. All right, let's pull the fabric off. Ooh, it's so floppy too. Okay, let's pop this underneath all of these. And again, it was probably silly to start with the things closest to us and work farther away. I mean, I could have done this stuff first, but it was easy to do this bottom because things just kind of fell in place and is shaping the piece a little bit. Whereas these sky things, that would maybe have been a little bit more difficult. Oh, look at how these just pop off of there now. These snow caps. Oh, I'm liking it. Okay, let's get that straight. It should at least have sort of a straight top, I'm thinking. And I'm actually curious, how well are we doing with should be like 12.5 inches or so, right? Okay, we're good. We're still in that like between 13 and 12.5 inches. And I left some extra on the side, so we're right where we need to be. Let's kind of work our way up a little bit here. Oh yeah, we're totally in the right spot still. Good. Ooh, I like that sky. Okay, now what? Let's do this one over here. So this is D. It looks like I did put some fusible there already. You know what? Let's put a little dab in the corner here as well, just so it sticks down for us later. Ooh, let's do it in a place that won't get cut off. Oh, I moved it a little bit. Okay, so since my paper moved and I'm exposing some of the fusible, I'm not going to actually completely fuse it down because I think I don't want it all over my iron. So I'm just going to, temporarily put it there. I didn't take off this paper yet. All right, let's trim. So this goes here, so this edge will get a little further in. The other edges I just might let hang, because those will get cut off on the outside. Yep, this is that dark gray. So this is that background fabric that I've been using for my other
the backgrounds of my other pieces. So that's what I'm using for the sky here. Oh, I didn't take this off. Ooh, it gets a whole lot floppier. Oh, and then my little sticky went away. I'm gonna just put that on once I get this laid down. So this crosses over this piece there. That's why I didn't clean up that edge as much. Get under there. Oh, look how it's just making that pop. Okay. I'm liking that. Get a little further down. All right, I think that's doing it. This kind of goes in line with this piece. All right, and now I'm gonna just get that little piece and plop it on back there. So when I fuse this down, that'll stick too. All right, I like it. Just totally popping. Oh yeah, it is kind of a nighttime scene. All right, 2 more pieces and then we can fuse for real. All right, I think the next furthest back piece is this one. So this goes, yeah, like there. And I think, yep, I have the pieces on already. Yeah, that's the top. Okay, this can come off. Oh, you know what? I think I'll fuse this and then I'll go around and add some extra fusible when I'm done fusing it. Then at least it's stuck down. All right, let's just do a little trim. Yes. Oh no, this is a nice edge. Oh, you know what? I think I didn't cut this on that inner edge. I was going to cut it on the inner edge there. But you know what? Let's stick to this outer edge. Because this should be behind everything else. I don't want to mess it up. Let's just leave it behind everything else. And all this gets tucked under. And we'll just leave that top up there too. All right. Just kind of carefully getting it behind all these pieces again. There, and we'll shimmy it up. Whoop, stay down there. Oh wow, I need it down farther. Wow, I feel like this piece wasn't even cut big enough. So that's interesting. So we're gonna have to cut a lot of that off because I think my edge is right there. In theory, this goes in line with this piece. Oh, I think that's where I'm gonna let it be. I think we're fine. I don't think there's a hole there. Nope, I think we're good. Okay. Whew. Not gonna do anything else to that. Yeah, so now you can see the mountain peaks are really popping off now. Okay, that was stressful. Let's do this last one. Right like so. I'm gonna leave as much of this edge as I can. I don't think I'm actually gonna cut it at all there. Actually, I don't think I'm gonna cut this at all anywhere. Oh, we do need a kind of a nice straight edge to cross over here. So let's just give it. Oh, remember this is where I messed up too. You know what? I'm gonna cut on this line. I already have it cut a little bit from when I messed up yesterday. So we'll just deal with the ramifications of this. I'm just gonna leave a lot up here. I think we'll be fine. Oh, I didn't take this off yet. Yep, Renee, that is our goal for sure. It was an odd experience going to the grocery store today. I mean, we didn't really want to do it, but we figured now would be better than later when it gets more and more, when there are more and more cases in town here. So we did it. Don't want to do it again though. It will be staying inside. Like I said, we do leave, but it's to the warehouse where it's just us. So it's home, into our car, into the warehouse. That's it. So it's basically as if it was all one spot. All right, I like that. That turned out great. I like how these lines are kind of going in all different areas too. I think we're ready to fuse. I don't want to move anything too much. I think we'll kind of start down here and fuse it. It's definitely a night scene. How bright these are make me think that, oh, it's like a ski hill that they have all the lights on. So people are skiing up there for night skiing. That's how I'm going to think about this. All right, I'm doing it. We're just gonna do it. So scary. So I'm just going to kind of go around, and I'm not going to wiggle so much. I'm just going to get some heat on all the places. Then we can be a little bit more aggressive with it in a bit. And remember, I only have those little strips here and there on it. So it's different than my usual of covering the whole piece in the fusible. But this will get it down, and then I do want to go around and, see that there's nothing to attach that. So once I'm sure that all this is stuck, I do want to go around and add those extra little fusible pieces. Like up here we added one, and oh gosh, I must not have gone up there very much yet. Kind of just sit on each area. I probably have to heat up the iron again. It's pretty though. This is one of those ones that just kind of came along. It was definitely a different process than I've used before for this fusible raw edge applique look. So thanks for bearing with me this week on this one. It was definitely out of my comfort zone how we did it, but I think it's working out. Oh, this is a kind of a light fabric in all these colors. You can see behind it a little bit. I'm not wild about that, but most of this will be cut off once it's sewn into the quilt. Actually, a lot of these are a little see-through, all the light fabrics. Are we fusing? Oh yeah, we're feeling fused here. All right, let's go around the horn here, and I think I have a couple little pieces. Oh yeah, oh gosh, I have a whole big piece here. Let's just go around and add this to some areas. We can just cut that in half, really. Oh, finish it Friday. Oh my gosh, you're right, Gina. Tomorrow is the first Friday of the month, isn't it? Huh, okay. I forgot about that. So in my head, we're still working on this project, so it's not Finish It Friday. But you're right, it is Finish It Friday tomorrow. So I don't know. What should we work on? Usually for Finish It Friday, we stop what we're working on and finish up something else that's just been sitting around, which I kind of love doing. So we could do something else. Oh, I do really want to finish this though too. So I don't know. We could finish this and do another like project too. Maybe I have oh, let's see. Finish this one. This would be a finish. That's true. This would be a finish. It'd be kind of sad to not finish this, but maybe this won't take the whole time, and we can. I have those leaders and enders that I could work on. That needs some work. Oh, I'm gonna think about that. Oh, there is the mandala yet. All right, we'll do something. We will finish. I think we'll finish this one because we've been working hard on this one, and I've had it in my head that Friday is when we'll sew all this. I totally forgot about Finish It Friday. But you know what? I don't think it'll take the entire time. So yeah, I could get that might be kind of fun. So I could work on the swan purse. So the swan was from our first embroidery of the month, and I was going to like hand stitch it into a purse. And you know what? That might be just pretty dang relaxing. Doing some hand quilting on that. Maybe we'll do that. So maybe maybe we'll sew this guy up quick and then do some hand stitching. Oh, there is the binding. So yes, Betty, the latest on the koala quilt. The koala quilt, I just have the binding to finish still. And, you know, we were just finishing that up, and then all the COVID-19 stuff started, so that's been kind of on the back burner. I do want to finish that as well, and I do still want to have the auction for that, because the koalas still need help, too. I mean, it's just crisis after crisis this year. So that needs to happen yet too, for sure, and I still want to raise money for that and get that quilt. That's like for get it auctioned so we can donate more. So many things. So yeah. All right, well, that was at least 3 good things that would be good for a Finish It Friday. So I will clean up this area when I am done fusing this so we can sew on this tomorrow, and then I will pick one of those projects, whichever one feels right, and we will work on that a little bit too. So for this, I don't expect I'm doing anything but just some outlining on all the pieces just to like secure them down. I'm just using my old like 30s, 40s Kenmore sewing machine, the steampunk one that I have been using lately, and that only does a straight stitch. So I think that's what I'll be sewing on, and that is, so, you know, that's just straight. So that will be the plan for the stitching. I don't think I'm going to do anything else. But I think that'll be fine too. And you know what? We're going to be quilting this eventually too, so maybe that's when I add in a whole pile of other stuff. So really, maybe this stitching is just to hold down the pieces, really. Ooh, this paper doesn't want to come off of here. There we go, I got it. All right, we almost got enough of the pieces, and I'll sew around this whole thing too. That's probably a good idea. So this is just literally this fusible. It's literally just to kind of temporarily hold this. It'll permanently hold it, I mean, really, but I'm putting it right on the edge, so it might even be trimmed off when I sew it into the quilt. We'll see. Ooh, embroidery on this piece would be pretty. This steam seam too is really difficult to stitch through. We have tried doing it before, and it is a very unpleasant process to stitch through this, plus a ton of fabric. But since it's only on the edges, all of the rest is just basically pure fabric, so that it would be not too difficult. So that would be fun. But I think I'm going to sew them on just so that it's extra secure. All right, I put a fusible here and here and here, and I think that's kind of the last of what I have to fuse down. All right. Then I can actually pick this up, I think. And you know what? I don't think I'm going to trim it. You know, I have the fabric on here. I don't think I'm going to trim it till I'm done sewing. And as I said that, I think I'm actually not going to trim it till I'm done with every block. I'll probably trim a bunch of the white off, but I'm not going to perfectly cut my my perfectly 12.5-inch square. I think I'll leave that all for the end, and I'll make all of my blocks the 12.5 inches all at once. Because, you know, I might be handling this a bit yet throughout this quilt process, so I don't want to be touching a perfect outside edge. I think we're pretty good. I mean, I think we're plenty good for sewing this down tomorrow. All right, you guys. It's attached to this white really well, I think. All right, I love it. All right, you guys, yeah, so tomorrow we'll sew on these edges, and I think we'll get all that done. I don't see that taking forever. We'll just do it, and then we'll get out one of those other projects, and we will still have it a Finish It Friday. Oh, Amy, you're loving the iron. I'm telling you, this iron is in my mega top 5 favorite sewing crafting items I have purchased. It is a game changer. You'll wonder why the heck these haven't been around longer. The idea of the cordless iron. So there's a base. So I'll show you guys the base. If you've been wondering about my iron, so there is the base right there. So that is plugged in. So you do still have to have this nearby. And there's no flat bottom to my iron, so I can't just like put it up like this. It forces me to put it back in the base. So it's nearby, but just to like go like this without having a cord dangling, especially when you're pressing a whole large quilt. Oh my God, it's the best thing ever. I can't recommend it enough. It's a little pricey, but it's not so over the top, and it stays hot super long like a normal iron. You won't feel that it's, different heat. If you're pressing for 5 minutes or something, it might cool down, but again, you just have the base next to you and it heats up right away. One of my most favoriteest things, and honestly, add the scissors to there. Few favorites. All right, you guys, I'm going to flip you around and I think I can finally hold this up. Yeah, I really can't recommend that iron enough. I do have a link for it below if you did want to check it out more. Oh, I know. I didn't see who said that, but someone mentioned that I've come a long way since the first Splendid Sampler, and that is so the truth. The first Splendid Sampler quilt-along, that is really where I knew enough to be dangerous, but I didn't know enough to feel like I had quilty skills. I always kind of say it, I feel like I could get away with it standing in a room of quilters, but I wouldn't be one of them. But now I feel after doing the Splendid Sampler and just all these projects in the evening here that, I feel like I can hold my own now. But, I haven't really seen it far away. Oh, I love the flowers. Okay, so the flowers do look separate from the mountain, so I do like that. And wow, it pops against that dark background. Okay, I'm totally loving it, you guys. Feels good to be this far on this one. Awesome. So we'll tack that all down. We'll sew it all down tomorrow, and we will have another block done in this quilt. So this is the Aurifil block of the month. You can check it out on the Aurifil website if you go to the blog. It's free, and you can actually win thread if you post a picture of your block. They do a contest for the thread every week, and it's like over $100 prize to win these 3 things of packets of the thread. So it's worth entering the contest for that. There's a new one every month. They come out on the 15th of the month, so that's when you should check the blog for the new free pattern. Yeah, and I'll be due in July, so stick around for July. I'm excited for it. So thanks again, you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. We will finish this up, and we'll get a little bit of some Finish It Friday in as well. Have a great evening. Good night.